My name is Ariel Tweto, and I guess I wear a bunch of different hats. I'm a TV personality and producer. I had a show on the Discovery Channel called Flying Wild. I'm a president of a nonprofit called Popping Bubbles, and we work with remote communities in the Arctic regions in northern Canada and in Alaska to help people pop the bubbles that prevent them from living happy and healthy lives. And so our biggest thing right now is combating suicide. And so we go into the villages and do a lot of motivational speaking. And my whole theory is we all live in our own little bubble. Like, we're scared to leave the village or to try new things or to talk to people that are different from us or believe in different things or look different. And so I feel like the world and people would be a lot happier if we just pop each other's bubbles. I guess to me, to be connected is just being able to communicate with people in your community, but then also outside of your community. Because when you think of isolation, you immediately think of like a small village or like someone who is like homesteading and they're all alone in their cabin, but you could be isolated in a huge city. And so just being able to feel accepted and to accept other people and to be able to communicate. Most of the places that I visit are in Alaska and in northern Canada, so I look like these kids, and so they see me like I've been on a TV show and I fly airplanes, and so when I tell them like I pet a giraffe and then I show like them a picture, they're like, I could do that. Like, you look like me, you're from a place like that, and you just see like their eyes get big and like a light bulb go off in their head, and you're like, wow, I think I really like hit that kid. But then I don't know, with the work I do too is so hard to measure. Like, how do you measure preventing suicide? Is it like, okay, there's been like less suicides this year than the next? It's just hard to measure. But then I feel like when you go and speak to these kids and when you see them get excited and when they tell you the year after that, hey, like, here's my goal list, I've still been setting goals and this is my long-term goal and short-term goal, that's when I feel like we've been making a difference. Definitely my long-term goal is, well, in a perfect world, it would be to end suicide, but that's a big thing to do. But to be able to go to a village and there'll be entrepreneurs and there'll be kids that want to go to college, but also people that want to stay there and just make their community a better place. And like, remember our like old traditional lifestyle, but be accepting of this modern world, because I mean, we're not going to go back like to our traditional ways. So trying to find a balance between like hanging on to our culture and like making it survive, but also being able to thrive in this modern world. I've learned so much just sitting and listening and networking with people. I definitely thought that Alaska was very unique. Like, I thought like, oh, we're so isolated. Like, the government's really not doing that much to help like the Indigenous people. And then you're like, oh my God, people in Africa and India and China are going through the exact same thing. So it definitely opened my eyes. I feel like a lot of it is trying to get people to not assume and not judge other people and to be accepting and trying to unite everybody and like the experts and the people that they're trying to help. Like, no, you guys we're all human. Like, let's do it together and try to fix the problem together. And I feel like that's hopefully where we're going with this movement. With technology nowadays and with drive and stuff, like, anyone could connect with someone. It doesn't matter if you're disabled or if you're popular or if you're smart. Anyone could connect with anyone. We're all in this life together. Let's quit judging each other, help each other out, help a brother out, and like, be happy. It's not rocket science, I don't think. I think we all could figure this out, and hopefully in our lifetime.